Hey guys, it's Harold. We're back. Sort of. Poking on. Wargiver is on. Yada yada yada. Come on, hurry it up. Hurry it up and load already, Minecraft. Put this pile of ingots in. Storage. Let's see. Actually, I know how to solve this. And hey.
Hey. Just coming to check to see if you had a redstone furnace.
Not sure if I do or not, actually.
I went looking, it didn't look like you did.
You needed it for, what, converting zombie flesh?
Yeah. I needed some leather. Or to be more precise, I need a bookcase.
Oh, you need a bookcase?
Yeah.
Just a second, I gotta mute my other machine here. Let's see. I have 32 books.
That simplifies things.
Yeah. I assume you need it for something specific?
Yeah.
Because I know it's not for your enchanting table, because I calibrated that one myself. Well. Yoink!
You and your magnet mode.
Uh-huh.
No, you really shouldn't be using that. That's cheap.
So? I did full disclosure on it at the start of my series.
I said cheap, not cheating.
And?
And nothing. Obviously, there's a reason for me getting this book now.
Yep.
And I just spent the past 10 minutes putting in a new wing. And I used the builder's wand to do it. Have you ever used it yet?
Builder's wands? I've used them before.
This was my first time using it, and hail to the builder's wand.
Yeah.
Makes things oh so much easier.
Let's see. I'm just trying to figure out a good spot.
Doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Right now, I'm trying to figure out a good spot to head towards the oil from.
Must resist sarcastic remarks.
Let's see. You did realize that when I came that close, when I basically spawned that close to oil, you knew I was going to go try to harvest it at some point, didn't you?
Of course I did.
Yeah. Well. You probably had a rough idea of how I was going to go about it, too. Didn't you?
Well, I've had a few ideas.
I was either going to do a platform over or I was going to come in from underneath, right?
Pretty much. There's always more options to you.
Let's fill this hole in that I just dug. Encountered some iron along the way that was actually genuinely in the way. So. And any thaumic shards that I end up with in my storage grid, go nuts with. Because anything I would be using them for would end up being stuff you'd use them for too. Found one about mid-range. There. There. Get this tunnel fixed.
The mods still think it's Halloween.
Apparently.
Oh, no, 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 no. You buggers.
What?
Creepers.
Yeah.
Both of you, go to awayness. Hey, creepers, fix your divots. I'm going to start charging you if you don't. And believe me, I charge lots.
Yeah, I think Dennis is going to be surprised when he comes in and sees an oil refinery set up in my base. I'm not sure what he's going to be surprised about in regards to it, but he's probably going to be surprised.
Probably about why it took so long.
Yeah. Let's see, I want tanks, lava generator, a few types of conduits.
Ah.
I've got a breach into one of the oil deposits at Y31. So
Interesting.
it's a start. Next one. Let's get there. Let's just, and yeah, I'm starting in on harvesting the oil. I brought 2 lava generators worth of power down with me, plus a few lava tanks that I can use. How big are you going to be making that? 3 or 4 wings across?
Let me put it to you this way. Take a look at the map.
Okay.
Let me just bring that up myself here. As far as how big my base is ultimately going to be, I plan for it to reach at least halfway across that bay to my north.
Haha! Oh, that's gonna be fun.
And that's minimum size.
Oops. Fell in a hole.
I think when Dennis actually sees this thing in size, he's going to realize just why I call it Fortress Maximus.
Yeah.
For a while, I had a build I referred to as Fortress Minimus. And it was... I don't use it anymore, I only used it during that brief period in which Endermen showed up and they could actually grab stuff up player drops.
Ah.
So there's no point in using it anymore. Not that I can't, mind you, it's just no point.
It's not for lack of ability, it's for lack of motivation. Right?
Pretty much.
And I have a phone call just a moment. A phone number I'm going to have to block at some point.
Oh?
Yeah.
So somebody who shouldn't be calling?
Especially not at this point.
Ah. That type of situation, is it?
Yeah. I'll get a call blocking app in a sec. Shortly-ish. Hello, cat.
Insufficient cats. Please add more cats to continue.
going to need to... Very shortly, I'm going to need to make a lot more tanks. The upside is that I also get to make a compression dynamo to use the fuel.
Cool. Sooner than later, I'm going to have to build an ME system here, which means I'm going to have to create a power system. The problem is I haven't even decided where I'm going to create my power plant at.
Or what kind?
I'm thinking of going steam, actually. I meant to do it on the last server, but I never got around to actually building the power plant.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a bunch of power that I'm making, or that I'm going to be making shortly. That is going to be potentially useful, because I'm getting that the compression dynamo is roughly equivalent to the old combustion engines, except it doesn't explode.
Oh?
Yeah. There it is. Let's see. We need a couple buckets of water from the surface to get started. You may not rest now. There is a dance-off nearby.
Yeah. So you're trying to go to bed there?
Nah. Let's see. Refinery needed... one diamond gear, which means... that... 3 of those... 2 of those... Suddenly refinery. There. And... and... there. Oh, wow. That's nice. A compression dynamo can keep up with a refinery.
Nice.
And then some. Let's see, what was it? Conduit facade. Let's see, it needed... painting machine. That's another important thing in this.
So I stopped what I was doing here with my Thaumcraft stuff and turned to my left. And I saw a sheep in my building here. I'm thinking, how the heck did you get in here? And I realized it's night and there's a 2x2 block window that doesn't have its glass in there.
Huh.
Yeah, so that's kind of a point that I'm concerned about.
Let's make a full stack of that. Anyway, to my YouTube audience, this is where I'm going to be cutting it. Where the oil is going to take a while to process. I don't have. Oh, yeah, tanks. Okay. Oh, I have some. Oops. Didn't want to. I know what let's do this. Let's drain that conduit. Set it up so that it automatically the this buffer tank automatically drains, and I can turn this back on. Oops. Oh. And anyway, my YouTube audience is going to be kind of bored, but they get to see the fruits of this a little later, and I will catch them next time. And alright,